All right, boys and girls, it's time for your first language arts assignment for this week. For this assignment, you're going to need 2 pieces of paper, something to write with, and your writing checklist. So I want you to pause this video while you go get the things that you need for this assignment. And when you come back, I want you to push play. See you when you get back. All right, so now you should have your 2 pieces of paper, something to write with, and you should have your writing checklist in front of you. So for some of you, let's talk about that writing checklist really quickly. So some of you, I sent the writing checklist to your moms or dads a while ago and they printed it out for you. If they did that, that's great. You can use that. If you don't have a printer or your parents didn't print it out for you, that's fine. I put a copy for you over there in Google Classroom so that you can pull it up and you can have it in front of you while you do your writing. So here is the assignment. On your first piece of paper, I want you to get your paper ready. I'm going to get my paper here so I can show it to you. Okay, so here is my notebook, my paper. I want you to go all the way down to the bottom, at the bottom of your paper, and all the way over on the left-hand side. That's where we're going to begin writing. We always start writing over here on the left-hand side. Okay, if you're having trouble finding that, you can pause the video and ask a parent or an adult to help you. But this is something we've been doing in class. So I want you to find the bottom of your paper on the left-hand side right here. That's where you're going to begin writing. And I'm going to tell you what to write. That's called dictation. Dictation means when someone tells you what to write. And so this is an assignment because I need to see how you're doing with writing your sight words. And I want to see if you have learned how to stretch unknown words. All right? So most of the words in the English language, you won't know how to spell because you're in kindergarten. Hey, guess what? I can't even spell all the words in the English language. So it's fine. But I want to see if you know how to stretch a word and write the sounds you hear. Okay, so that's what this assignment is about. And we do this all the time. So let's get going. Down at the bottom of your paper, all the way on the left-hand side, I want you to write this sentence. The man is mad. The man is mad. Those are some of the words that we were using on the switch, when we were switching out letters to make new words. I'm going to say it one more time, really slow. If you need to pause the video, definitely pause. Pause the video if you need to so you can take your time and write your sentence correctly. The man is mad. When you're done writing, I want you to push play and come back on the video and we'll do the second sentence. Okay, so now you should be finished writing your first sentence down at the bottom of your paper. Okay, so I want you to take that paper and put it to the side. We're going to use it later. It's time to get your second piece of paper. Okay, so you should have paper number 2, another piece of paper. And I want you to find the bottom of your paper and all the way on the left-hand side, right here. That's where we're going to start writing our second sentence. So again, if you need help finding that, just ask an adult. You can always pause the video whenever you need to, if I'm going too fast for you, and it's okay. So now we're going to write our second sentence. Okay, listen carefully. The cat is fat. That's a funny sentence. Cat and fat. Those are words we made when we played Uh-Oh Switch today. Just by changing one letter, we made a new word, remember? But now I want you to write. So I'm going to say it again. The cat is fat. Pause the video whenever you need to and take your time with writing. Make sure you're using that writing checklist so that your sentence looks perfect. Okay, so now that you're done with your writing, you have 2 pieces of paper. At the bottom of the first paper, it says, "The man is mad." At the bottom of your second paper, you wrote, "The cat is fat." So before we go to the next part and finish up this assignment, I want you to check your work. Every good writer, every good student always goes back to check their work, especially check their work using that rubric and make sure they did it right. So why don't you pause the video again, look at that writing checklist and check your writing. If you made a mistake, now's the time to fix it. I'll see you when you get back. All right, very good. So here's the last part of your assignment, and you're going to do it on your own. I want you to take both of those papers that you have with the sentence written underneath, and you're going to illustrate each sentence. Do you remember how to illustrate? Oh man, it's been a long time since we drew illustrations. I think what I'll have to do is attach the what makes a good drawing. Remember that rubric we had at school? What makes a good drawing? What makes a good illustration? I will put that over there in the Google Classroom for you in case you forgot what makes a good illustration. And you can pull that up to refresh your memory. But I want you to draw an illustration for each sentence. The man is mad. I want you to draw that nice and big. Okay, that's on the rubric. And then the second one is the cat is fat. I want you to draw that. Make sure you're following the rubric. Okay? We've been working on drawing for a long time, ever since October, and I want to see you do a very good job. Okay? So when you're done with your illustrations, you can go over to the next slide, and the next slide will tell you what to do with your work when you're all done. See you on the next slide.